Welcome back to the Owatonna Coaches Show. This segment we're going to be talking with Coach Tony Moore. How are you?
Doing good.
I know this is you and Scott. This is your favorite thing to do, right?
Oh,
Talk on
yes,
camera.
we love being on camera.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll try to make it painless here, but
Sounds good.
well, we were talking with Scott about the schedule and some of the guys that bowl around the area now that have come through the program. But let's talk about the kids that are in the program now. You've got a couple of kids that are rated, pretty high in the state. In fact, the two Langer boys are ranked pretty highly in the state of Minnesota
Yes,
right now.
Connor Langer and Logan Langer, obviously the brothers.
Yep.
Connor is actually the younger bowler, but his average is doing a little bit better right now than Logan's. So, friendly little competition between brothers right there.
Yeah.
It's great for the program. It's great for bowling, especially and for Owatonna too, because a lot of good talent coming out of this town. We've had a great history of good talent, good bowlers coming out of here, and so
That's
we're
awesome.
really good to see
So Connor's only a junior, so
Yes.
he'll be around. In fact, he's ranked number 2 in the state of
ranked
Minnesota
second
right now.
in the conference and the state right now.
So the guy ranked number 1 is this rock kid from Mankato, right?
Mankato.
And they're right neck and neck. So people can come down Saturday and see both of them bowling in competition here on Saturday.
Yep,
This
it
will be
could come
exciting.
down to one final open to determine who will take it. And
Sure.
we had that happen last year with an Owatonna kid as well, and it came down to the last ball. And unfortunately, he ended up having to take second, but
Well, good. Well, we know your team's ranked high, and then you got a couple of good kids. It looks like you got 4 seniors, so Logan would be one of those, and he's ranked, I think, the top
25th
25
right
in the state, and like 8th in the conference.
So he's still qualifying for the all-conference team, which they go and bowl a separate tournament later on.
Oh, okay, great.
Against other conferences, you take the top 8 out of each conference, and they go bowl their own tournament.
Oh, really?
To find out the real elite bowlers.
Well, that's a kind of a neat event then. So that's like a separate thing, not even the state or any. That's a separate tournament.
Correct.
Very cool. And then you've got Kelsey Briggs, Corey Moore. I wonder if that's relation
That
at
name
all.
rings a bell. Yep.
And Amber Crease. So talk about those seniors.
Well, Kelsey, she's our Waseca bowler. We're affiliated with Waseca,
Yep.
so she comes over back and forth. She's kind of the spark plug and the cheerleader of the team. Nobody can fault her for ever being quiet because she's always the one that's always heard of at any tournament. So she stands out, and she's a great spark plug and a great cheerleader for the team. Amber, she's been with the team for as long as I have. This is my 4th year. So I started out through coaching kind of the JV, and she was part of that program. So I've got to see her mature all the way up to where she's at right now. She's been a great spare shooter for us. And then Corey, obviously my son, I've got to see him daily, of course. It's been really a pleasure to grow with him and see him mature as a bowler too. And,
Did you guys spend a lot of time bowling together as he was growing up, or has this been something that's been more later and when he's gotten into it in the high school?
He wasn't so fond of it in his younger age, but I was an avid bowler, so I kind of got him into it, and he started to appreciate it more and more as he got a little bit older, and chip off the old block.
What's fun is, I grew up, my dad was one of my coaches in high school too in a sport, so it's always a little bit different when you get that father-son dynamic. But
it is.
Do you think he feels a little of the pressure or not, or is he just having fun with it?
The first couple years, I think everybody always, the coach's dad, gets special attention, which I actually probably treated him harder than all the other kids.
It's a little harder.
But it works good.
Good. Well, you look like you've got a lot of depth then with only 4 seniors. You got a lot of kids coming back. You've got good juniors, led by Connor there, and then just like any other high school activity, kids in junior high can participate in the high school program because you got some 7th graders on the team too.
Yes, like you say right there, it's for the past few years it's been 7th through 12th, and they actually changed the rules this year where now we can incorporate the 5th and 6th graders.
Oh, really?
And even down to the 4th graders, which we're going to probably start doing that next year, but we got to start getting the word out now to all the younger kids, get them in here, get them excited about it, and they can have a nice long 6 full seasons of bowling before they're to the senior level, before they got to graduate and move on to high school.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
on to adult leagues.
Yeah, and you've even had a couple of kids come back that were on your team as participants last year that have come back and are helping you guys coach now.
Yes, we got Dana Jensen and Madison Schaefer.
Yeah.
They're new to the program, and it's a nice transition for them, something they probably hadn't totally expected, but they're rolling with the punches of it, understanding both sides of it, because, obviously last year they were on the team bowling, and now they're actually being the mentors for the new kids. And
that's what's cool, the mentoring side of it, I think, is what's kind of a cool transition.
And for all the other kids, it's a different level of... instead of always having just some adult that's there, now it's actually somebody that they can relate with. Somebody that they were just bowling with last year. So now, it works out really good.
Good. Well, hey, I'm really excited. I appreciate your time talking a little bit, but I'm really excited about Saturday. So this Saturday, Spare Time Entertainment right here, 1 o'clock, right?
It's going to be a madhouse.
It's going to be a great South Central match with 5 out of the top 10 teams in the state will be here all competing. And including the Huskies, and then there's also a food drive going on, right? So you guys are taking donations for the food shelf.
Absolutely. Anybody that wants to bring something down, obviously we're more than happy to take it.
Yeah.
We're looking very forward to the final match of the season before the conference tournament next week.
Good. Awesome. Well, appreciate it, Coach. And we'll tell everybody, hey, you need to get out here on Saturday, the 26th. Come on out 1 o'clock and cheer the Huskies on. We'll see you next time.